right when you log on today, or any day thereafter, I don't know for how long, but today, October 1st, start of the postseason. Nationals just came back to beat the Brewers. I'm a little bummed about that. Brewers were one of my NL teams. Not my NL team per se, not my number one. I do have one team that I'm rooting for a little bit more than the Brewers, but Nationals won, hoping that the Nationals can beat the Dodgers. So there's your hint that it's not the Dodgers, but I'm not going to say who right now. So when you log on to the show, though, you see right here on the checklist, or in that top right box there, welcome to the show. Celebrate the postseason, redeem free bundle of packs. And there's also something right there that says Jumpstart Bundle. And I haven't looked at the stub sale yet, so I'm going to take a look real quick at that actually while we're here, because I did say I might do something every time there's a stub sale. So 150 stubs, normally $100 real money. If it's only 40% off, so that should be $60. That isn't loading on my screen right now, but I probably won't do that because that's a bit much. Yeah, 60 bucks. And this is normally 50 bucks, which means saving 40% will make it 30. Yeah, I probably won't do that either, but that's besides the point. So when you go here, welcome to the show, because for the month of October on PlayStation Plus, MLB The Show 19 is free, along with The Last of Us 2, I believe it is, but that's not my cup of tea. So when you press X, you come to the store here, and I already purchased it. I haven't opened it yet, but I already purchased it. We have a couple of packs in here. The regular packs here, 1, 10, 20, and 50. Up here we have our headliners, set 25, featuring signature Jose Reyes and Rowley Fingers. Then we have the Welcome to the Show. This contains one monthly reward flashback player item, one headliner pack, two standard packs, and one gear up pack. So we'll open that first, and then we'll go on to the Jumpstart pack. This contains 3 Diamond Choice packs, one Home Run Derby Choice pack, and one Ballin' is a Habit pack. So some good cards to be had there. Good way to jumpstart your Diamond Dynasty team. If you're new, you're in the month of October at the end of the season. Still got the offseason to go. 8th inning has just started. We have Johnny Bench, Ted Williams, and Ernie Banks on tap for what you can unlock in the 8th inning program. Really quick before we get to the packs, I want to take a look at the 8th inning map, because let's see if we have one standard pack available, a miscellaneous Legends and flashback pack available, a August monthly moments pack, and then 2 more standard show packs available to us for the goals reward. These are all your missions or your goals. There's also going to be hidden packs in here. It has all of the postseason teams for 2019 with the wildcard teams right at the middle here. Kind of a strange layout. I figured they'd kind of bundle all the teams together, but I guess it makes sense. I'd have the Dodgers and the Astros be the 2 focal points at the top and bottom, not the Yankees, because the Astros have the best record in all of baseball, I believe. Dodgers had the best record in the NL. But that's besides the point. We'll take another look at that later on at some point. But let's get to these packs. That's why we're here. I did have one standard pack as well before, so when it says 3 here, you really get 2. So you get 2 of those, 1 of these, which we'll take a look at the odds too in case there's anyone here. You get a 1 in 100 chance at diamond, 1 in 25 chance at gold, 1 in 5 chance at silver, and 1 in 1 chance at bronze or better. One Ballin' is a habit where you get a guaranteed gold, and then a 1 in 15 chance at diamond. A headliner pack, I believe it's random. I got set 9. I don't believe it's set 9 for everyone, but it contains 1 guaranteed silver player plus 3 other player items. Increased chance to find new signature series players. In this case, flashback Brian McCann and legend Enos Slaughter. Guaranteed silver, 1 in 3 chance of gold, 1 in 10 chance of diamond. Whoop. Wrong button there. We have a monthly awards. Guarantees 1 diamond for August. You have a 1 in 1 chance of a diamond. You're guaranteed diamond. 1 in 1 chance of it being a base. 1 in 25 chance of it being a rare diamond. This contains 4 player items. And then we got 4 of these guaranteed diamonds. Choose 1 of 30. So in this case, we're going to choose 4 of 30. Not the best to pick from. I kind of wish I looked at this first, because at this point my team is all signature series. So this would be just to kind of fill out collections, I'll take a look at what I need. Then we have a chance choose one home run derby player item from one of two tiers. Guaranteed base, which would be either Vlad Guerrero Jr., Jock Peterson, or Ronald Acuna Jr. Includes a guaranteed American flag, bat skin, and then a 1 in 4 chance of getting the rare, which is Pete Alonso. So you take a look here. These don't come with it. These I've already had because I completed the 7th inning program up to at least 300. So I got to choose which one of these 3 I want and then which one of these 3 I want. I'm still debating. I think I got to go with Andre Dawson here. As much as I love Ronald Acuna, he's going to replace Acuna. He's like an Acuna, but a little bit of a better hitter. I don't really need pitch. I mean, it'd be nice to have another pitcher, but pitching shouldn't be really a main focal point, at least starters, because in almost every game mode you're getting a random pitcher. I don't think there's any game mode actually with Diamond Dynasty teams that you get to pick your starter. So you get a 1 in 5 chance of, like, I don't want to have a player that I have a 1 in 5 chance of using, whereas I know I'll use Andre Dawson or Jeff Bagwell every day. Bagwell he's like Frank Thomas, but not as good as a hitter. Not that this is bad by any means. Not as good as a hitter, but a better fielder with a little bit better speed. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. So it's all about preference there. Bagwell is from Massachusetts, so it makes it a little bit harder to pick there, but I think I gotta go Dawson. And then with here, same deal, Cole Hamels. Like, that'd be a great card to have, but 1 in 5 chance. Tony Perez over at third. I did just get a Signature Series Matt Carpenter, so we can write Tony Perez off. And then there's Johnny Damon. I would not use Johnny Damon. I have Mike Trout, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Signature Series Torrey Hunter, with most likely a signature Andre Dawson coming up as well. So Damon would be for personal reasons. I love Damon on the Red Sox, and I like that his card is with the Red Sox, so it would be a personal thing, especially with that noodle of an arm. But enough talking, let's get to opening up. So we'll start with the gear up, because these are just 4 equipment. So no players here. Right off the bat, we're getting a diamond cleat, though, so that's nice to have. A diamond shin guard, a gold compression sleeve, all these are new, and a silver cleat, which I have 4 of. So that's actually pretty cool. I have to take a look at the worth of those. We'll open up the standard packs next, because these could just be anything. 6 cards. 1 in 100 chance of a diamond. I don't believe you can get Signature Series cards or anything like that out of these. I think these are all just Live Series cards. I never really thought about that. They're definitely all Live Series cards. Yeah, these are just all straight Live Series cards. 6 players, 2 items. Or a field. Probably nothing too important here. Yeah, nothing there. We will do... I'm thinking I'll do these next, actually, because even though they're guaranteed diamonds, we know what we're getting. We're going to pick 4 of these guys here. But before I do that, I want to see what I would need for my collections here, if I'm close to anything. Huh, so they made this a thing. So you get 500 stubs and 5,000 XP if you manage to get these if you manage to get all 6 of these guys, and then Vlad as well, obviously. So nice little bonus there they added to the collection. Did they add that to the Honus? Okay, they didn't, thank God, because that's not that it really matters. So I would need, I can't finish my rookies. If I get 4 breakouts, which I don't even know if there's 4 diamond breakouts. Okay, there are. If I take 4 breakouts, I'll get another show pack and 3,000 XP. Nothing with All-Star. Can't do it with Veteran. If I were to get a flashback, legend or flashback, hardware. If I were to get a hardware, I could get a show pack in 2,500. But I need 4 in breakout. So there's no way to do both that since I'm only picking 4 diamonds. Postseason, I believe they just added more postseason cards. Or no, yeah, they added this Murphy card back in from 2015. I believe that's new. I could be wrong. No, it's not new, actually. But he's highlighted for the event. No, he's not highlighted for the event. I don't know what I'm talking about. I only have 1 anyways, Pedro Alvarez. Signature Series, you won't be able to pick from that anyways. So I need 4 breakout or 1 hardware. So we'll do this. I would have one. Well, that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would do it right there if I got those 4. There's not really anyone, because the only replacing I would do on my team right now would be no one actually. Maybe bullpen arms, or starters. But even then, these are all high 80s diamonds. My lowest starter is 88. So it'd be a tough call to replace Felix Hernandez and Chris Sale. And I don't really want to replace him with somebody whose walks per 9 is a 40. His control is a 55. His clutch is a 65. Everything else is fine, but same with like Kerry Wood. Like those are all great numbers except his walks per 9 in control. 34, 61. Yikes. Like I already have this Felix. Like this is more well. Like the rest of his numbers, not bad, but not as good as those other guys. But he doesn't have anything that is exceedingly low. His lowest stat is his walks per 9 at 71. Like that's a lot more manageable. There's not really anyone. I'm trying to think of who I have as my starters, my starting 8, and my pitching. My starting pitching's fine. I have Jason Kendall at catcher, Frank Thomas, Joe Morgan. Who's my shortstop? Pee Wee Reese or Trevor Story. I'm still debating on that. But either way, there's no shortstop that would replace one of those two. Matt Carpenter at third, Acuna in left, Trout in center, Hunter in right, with Andre Dawson probably fitting his way somewhere in there. Like this holiday card, like it's not bad, but like a lot of these cards aren't bad, but they're just not good enough. Like the Steve Finley card is very well rounded, decent speed, pretty good fielding, and decent hitting. You know, well rounded, 70, 80. Like he won't blow you away, but it's still great. But it's not what I'm looking for. This Oswalt card is actually not bad, but he's a rookie card. I'm looking at breakouts still, because that Oswalt card is not bad at all. And he's a sinker baller. I could replace Felix with him, because the one thing I don't like is the fact that Felix has his primary pitch is a sinker, and that's okay. His velocity's up there, but so is Oswald's. The fact that Felix, after his sinker, his secondary is his fastball. Then he has a sweeping curve and a slider, which are basically very close to the similar break. Just one's a little bit faster than the other and sharp. Whereas Oswalt has a 71 mile an hour 12.6. So that would probably sometimes hit high 60s, even drop down to the 60s. That's a nice slow pitch to have. But I didn't. No, I'm thinking of AJ Burnett. That's actually tough. No, I gotta go. I'll get my 4 breakouts now. That'll give me another pack to open and more XP. I'm gonna get one of these through the program anyways. Eventually, I can take Oswalt for that if I still need him. So breakout. Oh, what? I'm only picking 1? Alright, well, I guess just do it one at a time. Oh, they switch up the order. Huh, strange. Whatever. This Tom Seaver card's not actually bad. His walks and home runs per 9 are a little bit lower than I'd like. Anything lower than a 70 is when you start to get into the category. But that'll actually knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Because maybe I'll throw him in my rotation after all. So I need breakouts. Yeah, because like compare Oswalt to Felix, and they're actually side by side here. Oswalt is 1 higher. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my original plan. Looks like I'll take this Bob Feller card after all, since I need breakouts. I'm just taking the first ones I see because I don't have a preference. It's not like I'm going to use any of these guys. And then Cal Ripken Jr. It's just nice to have some of these names too. So let's collect that quick, because then it'll give me one more pack to open while we're here. Lock those in. That's 10,000 XP and one show pack there. So there's a little bit of a difference between the show packs for those of you that might be new, and that is that standard packs have 6 cards, 2 items, 4 players, 1 in 100 chance of diamond, 1 in 50 of gold, 1 in 25 silver, and so on. This one only has 4 cards, 4 players, and 1 item, but the odds are cut in half for a diamond, so instead of 1 in 100, you get 1 in 50 chance, 1 in 10 chance of gold, 1 in 3 chance of silver, and a guaranteed bronze or better. So we'll open that up now. Whoop. It's always funny when I accidentally hit, like, double tap the X button, so a guy like Sam Haggerty here, 61 overall second baseman, who actually has some decent speed, but when you accidentally compare him to who you have, so in this case, a signature Joe Morgan, one of the best cards in the game, and you just see how much Joe Morgan blows him away. Francisco Mejia, and then Jason Vargas. Okay, I think we'll save these two for last. So we'll go to the Derby card, because it's going to be 1 of 4. Either Peterson, Acuna, Guerrero, or Alonso. I already do have the Vlad. It's Pete Alonso. Oh, man, as much as I love that Vlad card, I think I'm going to have to replace him with Pete Alonso. Vlad had 124 power against righties and lefties, and then his contact was like 60, I believe, or 64 for each or somewhere in that area. But Pete Alonso actually has much higher powers, or not power, contact. His clutch is higher. I don't know. I'll have to compare them. But that's the best card to get out of that. In round 1 of 2. What does that mean? Do I get another one? Oh, the bat. That's right. So I already have one of those. Sick. Okay, so that was worth it, I'd say. Let's see. What do I want out of here? I'll take a look first. So Tom Murphy, start at the low end. Really good against lefties. I could probably use him on my bench as my pinch hitter against lefties if need be. Right now I have Danny Santana, who I believe has a contact of 113 and a power of 104. Tom Murphy has 108, 115. 64 speed is not the worst, and he also could slide in as a catcher if need be. Mark Canha can play the outfield or the corners, the infield. Not really anything special there. Nick Anderson, a relief pitcher. Pretty good numbers, good velocity. Home runs is a little bit low, but not a bad card to have. I would be okay with that. Ryan Yarbrough. Man, it's how about the Rays bullpen in the month of August, apparently. Ranked among top 4 MLB pitchers in WHIP ERA, walks or strikeouts to walk ratio, and then opposing average. He's more well-rounded than he has anything that stands out. A cutter, a changeup, a sinker, and a sweeping curveball, though. Slow sweeping curve at that. I don't know if I would use him, because when you're looking at Diamond Dynasty, you want, or at least in my mind, I want people that have either really good velocity or really good break, and I'm to the point, and Yarbrough has good break, 91 is great, with good control to go with it. But at this point, I have a lot of guys who have really high velocity and break. Jorge Soler, 7 home runs, 14 RBIs during 10-game road trip, is most by any MLB player since 2011. Contact is decent. Power is up there. Speed is not the worst. Defense is not there. Vision is not there, but his discipline and clutch is. I think if I were to use him, it would be as a pinch hitter, but I already have Alonso now. If I didn't have Alonso, I'd be okay with Soler as a pinch hitter. Trevor May, I already have Trevor May, this card, and he's actually a really good card to have. His walks and home runs are a little bit lower than I'd like, but his break and velocity are both pretty up there. And he's got 33 stamina. That's a little bit higher than the usual, and his hits and Ks per 9 and his clutch are great to have. Gio Urshela, as much as I hate the Yankees, he can play any infield position. Good contact hitter with decent power. Against lefties, he's a great hitter. His clutch and vision are up there. His fielding's not bad. I probably wouldn't use him, though. The only place I can think of would be short. I think I'll stick with Pee Wee. And then there's Jack Flaherty. Excuse me. 91 overall. Walks and home runs. A little bit lower than where I'd like them to be. About 5 pitches, including a knuckle curve that's a little bit lower in velocity, which in this case I think is good. So I think I would like, obviously, Jack Flaherty the most. Let's see what we get. So it's a hitter. A young hitter, though. It's probably Urshela. No, it's Tom Murphy. Okay, I totally forgot about Tom Murphy. Tom Murphy is someone I really am okay with. He can be my pinch hitter against lefties. That's great. I totally forgot about him. He's the first one I looked at. That is great. So this is really working out right now. Tom Murphy, that's a card I'm going to use. I'm definitely going to use him against lefties. I know his vision's low, but I'm going to compare him to Santana, and we'll see. I'm going to save these two. I still need to think about this a little bit more. I might wait until the end of the season, end of the postseason now at this point, I should say, before I take Dawson to replace Acuna. So we'll open up the headliner pack. I haven't opened too many headliner packs. I don't really care for them. Sean Manaea, Jeff Samardzija. Alright, so that's good for the collections. And last but not least, a guaranteed gold and balling is a habit with a 1 in 15 chance at diamond. Let's hope for a diamond. That'd be cool. A diamond that I either don't have or a high value diamond that I can sell. And alright, who do we get? Corey Seager, though. Don't know if I already have him. I do. I definitely have Corey Seager already. So if he's going for anything in the market, I can make someone a happy Corey Seager fan, or someone who's looking to buy Seager. But I'll take care of that later. I want to take a look at my team quick, because I got some guys I can move around here now, surprisingly enough. Now that the season's over, JD's actually still good. I think I might hang on to him in my bench. Santana was my bench hitter for lefties. Who did I just get that I said I'd be? Tom Murphy. Where is Tom Murphy? There he is. So comparing the two, I wouldn't use him against righties unless I absolutely had to. Santana actually has a little bit more in contact, but Murphy has more power. Santana has better vision, slightly faster and better stealing. What about plate discipline and clutch? That's what I'm looking for here, because I don't really care about the rest. I mean, Murphy's blowing him out of the water and everything from arm strength down, except for reaction. 67-71 on the discipline and clutch. Santana has 15-33. So I'm actually going to go Tom Murphy. So that's nice. So there's a card I'm going to use. And then I really like this Vlad card, but Pete Alonso just has better contact by a pretty large margin, better power. The vision is lower. Alonso's discipline and clutch is... Oh, wait, I was looking at vision and discipline for Tom Murphy. Hold on. I just realized that. 67-71 as opposed to 33-99. That is tough. And Santana can play any position except catcher. So for any reason I would ever need to double switch him in, I can put him wherever I need. Yeah, I think I'm done with Trevor Story. And he was good for me. 120 plate appearances, smacked 50 hits, 14 home runs, 427. Okay, that's besides the point, getting sidetracked here. I think I'll experiment with Tom Murphy a little bit, but I might go back to Santana. I do like Santana's stance and swing. I only have one hit with him. Oh, because moments don't count towards your stats. I keep forgetting about that. So Vlad's got 54 discipline, 79 clutch. Alonso's got 63 discipline, 104 clutch. Vlad is a little bit faster, though. No, Alonso is, actually. I think I'll do the same thing. I'll experiment with Alonso and then throw Vlad back in there. Trey Turner's my pinch runner. I don't see myself having anyone faster than him on the bench, at least. that could also hit like him, except for maybe Trevor Story, but there's still a 9 gap and a 43 gap in the stealing, which is very important. I'm actually going to look at this quick, just because I wouldn't hate getting it. Turner's the only gold I have for a position player left in my actual team. Jackie Robinson speed's there, but his hitting isn't like Turner's. I didn't realize Josh Bell had such good stats, hitting-wise. Attributes, at least, I should say. Eugenio Suarez, I'm surprised didn't go diamond to end the year, but he came off my bench. Man. Hanley's got good speed. And good stealing. But Trey's got better power against righties. One higher in the contact. I'll stick with Trey Turner. So nothing changed here. Not yet, at least. Andre Dawson will go here eventually. I wish I had a natural right fielder. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Mookie Betts. He's my favorite player, and I pray to God the Red Sox keep him for life, not just for next year. Well, you know, throw all the money at him. He deserves it. But he doesn't compare to a signature unless they come out with a signature series Mookie Betts, which I don't see them doing. He's only played 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. Next year will be 6, and then he'll be a free agent. He only played 5 years. I mean, he was elite last year. I mean, he was the best last year. He was MVP for a reason. Second in MVP voting in 2016, and arguably could have won that one too. This year in 2017, he had down years, and they were both still pretty damn good years. This year especially, like, this was a down year for him, and he still did extraordinary. I want to say his regular stats, can I? Nope. But again, he just doesn't compare hitting-wise to a signature series. So Hunter takes a hit defensively for being out of into a secondary position, but it's fine. What I'm looking for now, I suppose, is a natural right fielder and a shortstop. Not the Pee Wee Reese is bad, because, I mean, that's incredible. But his power turns me off ever so slightly. You can't sell him. Maybe a third baseman. Carpenter's not bad, but he could be better. Could have better there. So that's that. I believe I'll take a look at my pitching, too, really quick. I'm going to stick with what I have for my starting five. My 5 starters. Even though, honest to God, I don't like this Nolan Ryan card because of his walks. His control. If I could get 5 more 99s, I'd probably, obviously, because I'd have to get rid of these 3. But I would, 4 more 99s, I should say, because I'm keeping Kershaw. This is probably one of the best in the game. Best that still plays, I'd imagine. But if I got 4 99s, I would easily replace these 3, because 2 80s, and then this Castillo card isn't bad, but not the best either. But I would replace Nolan Ryan, too, if I could. I wish Betances was diamond. Ooh, Yates is back down to an 88 now. I might actually. His K's are still up there. Cause I don't really have anyone I could replace him with yet. Maybe Rob Nunn. I mean, morally speaking, what the hell is that? The black spot at the top left corner of this card. I wonder if it's something blacked out from the card itself that they used. Technically, that's a downgrade. We're gonna keep that. There's also a roster update, apparently. No, this is still the update from last week. Josh Hader +2. His clutch went up 9. Yeah, about that. I don't think Josh Hader's clutch. Like, I cringed when I saw them bring him in the 8th. He's a great closer, but he's like Kimbrel to me. Craig Kimbrel. He's a good closer, but I wouldn't necessarily go to him in a situation like that either. In the 8th inning, and as much as I hate to say it, I would have stuck with Drew Pomeranz. If he lets a base run around, then I'd go to Hader, but see if Pomeranz can get 3 more outs for you. Okay, so there was no roster. Well, there could have been a small roster update, but I'm not going to look for it because that's buried behind the actual roster update. I think we're good here then. I think we're good here. Till next time.